All right. Let me just make sure everything is all set. Everything looks nice, neat, whatnot. Check the audio and everything as well. Desktop audio. There's like, yep, we are good. Hello, hello. You're back. Some more Renegade Platinum. Previous stream, can't tell by the layout, we got smacked pretty bad. Some pretty big Pokemon. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I played that all the smartest way I could, but we definitely did have some tough luck in there, so not really looking too hot for your boy right now. But we did go ahead and rebuild our team, and we still technically have 4 lives left in the master mode. The sucky thing is that what happened at the, I don't know if it was at the end of the previous stream or if it was towards the end of the previous stream, we do have to beat the entire post game of Renegade Platinum in order for this series to count as a win. And considering we are at the end pretty much of all the gym badges and whatnot, doesn't really look so hot for us right now. This is our team. What I was going to do was I was actually going to do a tiny bit of exploring, because with us going back into the distortion world, I do not know if we need to rematch Cyrus both times, because we technically beat Dialga and Palkia. I don't know if we need to battle them again, then battle Cyrus's regular team. I don't know, but that kind of does dictate what our movesets are going to look like. Actually, now that I think about it, I need to update Vaporeon's moveset here and give it Surf, because we need Surf to navigate through the distortion world. But like all the puzzle stuff, I think I'm like, okay, I think. So the one important thing with this team that I wanted to make sure that we had was a lot of bulk, because if we do have to battle Dialga and Palkia again, then we're going to be in for a kind of rude awakening, because I'm looking at my rewards right now, and I mean, I could have thrown some illegal moves on there, but with this being jet placed with what in this ROM hack, I was really kind of in a tough spot with trying to figure out what potential tutor or egg move / 2 illegal moves I would want to use. But we got our Vaporeon here, Oracle. It's got Water Absorb, which is pretty nice. Got a lot of HP, of course. And it learns Ice Beam naturally by level up, so I didn't even need to go and do the rock climbing section to go get this. But I am going to go do that because to me, it just makes sense to go and battle a couple extra people, get myself a couple more levels, so that way, EVs and IVs do matter a pretty significant amount. But we got Surf, Scald, Extrasensory, Ice Beam. I was originally, as it's all in there, gonna have Toxic just in case I needed it for any sort of toxic damage. And we have our Meganium here, which Meganium is not bad. It's gonna be tricky, because then it's gonna be good to go against Palkia. It's Water and Dragon. It's the Dialga that I'll have to be. This thing might be a lead to set up. Actually, I don't even think setting up screens is worth it. But the cool thing with Meganium is that it gets Serene Grace in this game. I didn't know that. So our chances of getting special attack drops with Moonblast and us having Rock Climb actually makes it a little bit more likely for fire types, flying types, ice types. It's a good coverage move. I don't see myself really clicking Rock Climb with Meganium that often, but it's there if I need it to be. We got Holly, who is one of our super strong physical attackers. The thing is I don't know what the strongest physical fighting type move in Gen 4 is. other than close combat. And I was initially thinking, because I know Lopunny learns high jump kick naturally by level up, and it is 90 accuracy, but I just don't want to miss. So I'm thinking to myself, if I have a wide lens in my bag, should I throw a wide lens on it so that way I don't miss my high jump kicks? Because with my speed stat being 157, I mean, I'm going to be outspeeding a lot of things. I think I have unfortunately a lowered speed nature, which does suck for us, but our speed is still really, really good. It's one of the faster mons on our party, outside of Manectric as well. Then we got Bertha, our Hippowdon, again, another bulky mon. This thing has Stealth Rocks on it. It's got Body Slam for any potential paras, Earthquake for stab, Crunch for coverage, and it's got Sandstream, so it's going to really help out the Probopass by giving it a special defense buff. It's funny, I have like mons that like are like some of my favorites, and then I have some that I don't typically get to use or haven't used ever. But Hippowdon is here. I think it will be helpful, definitely helpful for us against Volkner today. We'll have to see how that one goes. But we got Ash, our Manectric here. It's got Static. I'm pretty sure Manectric has the chance of getting Intimidate in this game, and unfortunately we got Static, which is like his normal ability, but Intimidate would be so much better. Intimidate's just one of the set is kind of lackluster. This is another reason why I was thinking about potentially using an illegal move on this. I don't know what illegal move I would want to give it though, so that's why I didn't really move forward with giving it an illegal move. And then we have Schnoz, our Probopass. Look at those defenses. Magnet Pull is, I mean, it's an okay ability. The problem is that with Probopass, he's got really, really good defenses. Like, I don't know exactly what they are off the top of my head, base stat total wise, but you see it right here. 203 physical defense, 225 special defense. He's got 2 quad weaknesses, being fighting and ground. And fighting type, a lot of things learn fighting type moves. So it's always going to be scary being in with Probopass, because if I get hit by any fighting type move or ground type move, I may still just die. Does not really matter what the case might be. But yeah, that's the team. I haven't really done anything regarding items just yet, because you know, we just had to do a whole rebuild. So this is what we have for our team. But let's go ahead and spin our challenge wheel. Delilah, get out from under the desk. You know you're not supposed to go under there, yet you still try it anyways. I want this. Hold on. All right, we need to catch a certain type of Pokemon, so I will actually get my type wheel pulled up on my phone. All right, hopefully we can see it. I'm gonna press the spin button. Wants to cooperate. Oh great, we got fucking ads. What typing is that? I gotta catch a rock type. That should be pretty easy to do. I mean, we're gonna be going into some caves, so. I mean, what's a rock type that I haven't caught yet that I would really want to catch? That's the question. That's the question I have to ask. What's a rock type that I would want to catch? I'm just trying to think of like any rock type whatsoever. Especially with us having Hippowdon too. It's good for potential sand team. And kind of ground weakness. Maybe I get a rock right here. It's not a rock type. But I'm going this way real quick because I want to see something. I want to see something because I'm a curious one. I probably should be spraying repels. I already have a Geodude though, so I'm not going to catch another one. How many repels do I have? I'm not using the fossils because I feel like fossils would be kind of cheap for a challenge like this. Curious to see, do they block this off? They did not. That's crazy. So I could have skipped. I could have skipped a decent amount of battles then. So does that mean no, I still need Surf technically because you need it in the Distortion world. Yeah, that's wild. Did not want to go in here. There's a... Just thought about it. Did I pick up the U-turn TM? I did. Can Lopunny learn U-turn? No, not. Can anyone learn Hurricane? One can learn Hurricane. I'm just trying to think a little bit outside of the box. I'm trying to think of who I want to even lead with in this. I mean, I guess we can lead with Manectric. Don't I technically get encounters at all the lakes? I think I do, I just haven't done it yet. Hariyama, okay, level 55. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of cushion in terms of dealing with fighting types. Although I do have a fairy type, I gotta remember that. You gotta remember, I do have a fairy type. With Legend ZA coming out too, I think they're gonna make Meganium a grass and fairy type, which would be cool. Definitely would be cool. And I'm 100% choosing Meganium. Like, if you guys have seen the last few series and whatnot, you know that I love Meganium. Is it the best of the Johto starters? No. But it's my favorite because of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. The only reason. All right, Machamp. I know Machamp can get Guts. But do I just kill it with one Moonblast? That's what I need to figure out. I don't think it's going to have a Poison type move. And please, for the love of God, don't make me eat my words. Okay, he lives. Lowers special attack, but doesn't matter. Scary face, so he lowers our speed. Also, if we happen to land any sort of like jailbreaks or anything like that, I don't know if I'm gonna want to use them immediately. Really gonna, it really is gonna depend because I like the team that we have now. I mean, the team we had before was Chef's Kiss. It was good for 90% of the series up to this point. It's a couple poor choices ultimately ruined me. And the fact that, like I said, I wasn't expecting to battle Giratina or not Giratina. I wasn't expecting to battle Dialga and Palkia in the Distortion world. Like, no thank you. Was not expecting that for my life. Do I have a full restore? Not, but I do have a regular potion. regular hyper potion. I'm just gonna go for that because Hail's gonna kill him next turn. Let's go ahead and speed this along. Didn't attack. Definitely a choice. Definitely one of many choices. So I wanted to make sure that I built a team that was good team comp wise, but I also wanted to make sure I built a team that could handle, like I said, the idea of potential Dialga and Palkia. Having to do that again. Okay, Pillow Swine. So yeah, we definitely can't stay in with Manectric here. All right, Surf. I mean, he went for Amnesia, so he'll definitely live. I'm also glad that we have Scald on Vaporeon for any potential burns. Actually, if I have Serene Grace on Meganium, I should definitely take the opportunity. Should definitely take the opportunity to give that thing Scald Serene Grace. I don't think if it would even be worth for coverage. Yeah, it definitely would. Because what is Meganium weak to? Fire. Fire, quad weak to poison. I don't think it's weak to steel. Actually, no, I think it is weak to steel. So fire, flying, ice. I don't think it's weak to bug anymore, but it's quad weak to poison, steel. I think I'm missing one, but I don't know what. I'm curious to see how much this does. Get the para, which, to be honest, doesn't really matter for Lapras, but probably should have thrown a Lucky Egg on someone. But it was only going to be like a couple battles, so. This is more for the exploration part than... Oh no, I wanted to do this for experience as well. The hope is that Volkner isn't too ridiculously high leveled, because I am going to have to... I was trying to avoid this in the previous stream. These people, and then the people in the route going to Sunny Shore, like off screen. I just wanted to do that off screen because it would just be more convenient for me, but I think I'm going to have to battle the trainers outside of Sunny Shore and maybe, just maybe, even going towards the Victory Road. If I really want to, you know, be smart and make sure I win this series, like, you know, at least get to beating the Elite Four. However that's gonna look. All right, so got another max potion. I definitely think I'm gonna buy healing items before we go back up. I didn't get Ice Beam. Ice Beam is always up here. The Drayana moved it somewhere else. I don't think it's that item. Also, I've never collected that item. Not even the first time I came over to this route. Kind of find that hard to believe, but Yeah, I never collected this item. It was an ice stone. Kind of odd. Swinub. This was my first encounter over here. It was a Sneasel, wasn't it? Okay. Now we have 18 minutes left on our timer, but I would actually think it'd be smart for us to get our challenge done now. Do I have a get out of jail? I have 2 of them, actually. Okay. I'd prefer to save those for the Elite Four, if possible. Keep running into Geodudes. Okay, we'll take that because it's something different. Take it because it's something different. All right, I'm gonna lob a quick ball at it. And then I'm pretty sure I said I was gonna Master Ball the Giratina. I think we came to that agreement. Or came to that decision, not necessarily agreement. So we caught the Soul Rock, which means a Rock Psychic in this game. Thought they would have changed his typing, actually. But, I'm just gonna name it Sunshine. And I don't know if Soul Rock and Lunatone are good. I mean, I used a Lunatone in Reborn. I remember that. That was like I felt like a brain blast going back and reliving that. But yeah, I used a Lunatone in Reborn. So that's still something crazy. Do I want to go over here? No, I want to go to Eternicity. Okay, but we did complete our challenge, which means we need to spin our reward wheel. So I'm going to pull this up to show that. Give me 5 rare candies. This would be the perfect time for us to get a reward like this. Another illegal move. I would have taken an illegal ability so bad, man. I mean, illegal move is still really good. It really is helpful. I just think I need to take advantage of that. Definitely next stream. Starting next stream, I should say. Because if I don't, then I am shooting myself in the foot, basically. All right, remember, we can't use the same challenge twice. I don't know why I refreshed the wheel. I didn't need to refresh it. Okay, we take those. That's another get out of jail. Awesome. So we got 3 illegal moves we can use at our disposal whenever we want, and then 3 get out of jails. So basically, this next 30 minutes, I got nothing to worry about challenge wise. So I need to use this time wisely. I definitely think we definitely get to Cyrus in this amount of time. Definitely get this spot over here. So I'm gonna quickly speed up, go get some healing items. And I need to look at my items to give to my mons. Give them some buffs. I think Vaporeon, obviously, we just give it leftovers. Is this where I sell all of my this where I sell the fossils? Because otherwise I'm going to constantly forget about them being there. But sure, I can use them as free random encounters, but that feels cheap doing it that way. Okay. So let's take a look at our bag. Do we have a leftovers, or am I tweaking? We don't. Okay, expert belt. I feel like that's got to go on Manetric, right? That just seems like it makes sense to me. Either that or the magnet. Because expert belt boosts super effective damage, so yeah, I think we give it to Wise Glasses. I honestly think this is going to be crazy. I'm going to give it to the Probopass. Scope Lens probably would be good on Lopunny, unless I have like some sort of physical item I can give it. Power Herb, no. Mystic Water, not really. Light Flute, Big Root, Life Orb. No. Bell, Focus Band, King's Rock. Problem is that a lot of my mons are slower. Miracle Seed is gonna probably be okay. Muscle Band. I guess we give that to Hippowdon. Does it boost physical moves? I totally thought I had a leftovers. Or do I go Silk? You know what? Let's go Silk Scarf on the Lopunny. Because we have a lot of normal moves already. So moves like Fake Out and Return, because we have both those moves, and Quick Attack are going to do massive damage. I really don't have a leftovers. That's just crazy to me. I mean, I guess I could go Bright Powder on Meganium. Be real. No. Guess we'll give Scope Lens to Vaporeon. I'm still kind of shocked that we don't have leftovers. I mean, I could have given some choice items, but like, I don't know. I think choice items, like they're fun to use and they're good to use, but like, I don't know. If I had like much like better heavy hitters, then yeah, definitely wouldn't be against that. But because I'm going to go through the shortcut of Mount Coronet, I think I technically am going to have like 2 Team Galactic battles to go through. So you keep him here? Yep, there's that one. So I have one. But we should be okay. Not with the lead that I have here. No, I'm curious. Let's see how much Schnoz does in terms of damage. Because what we give him? X? No, we didn't give him X, bro. We give him Wise Glasses. We got a crit. Something 117 special attack. That's not like he's super duper strong. He's more here. He's here more to be bulky. He is here more to be bulky. That's what I like him for. So I guess my thing is, if I'm anticipating I think this is how I have to lead. I really wish I didn't get rid of light screen on Meganium. That's going to come back and bite me in the butt. Because Dialga and Palkia are more special attackers. They're obviously going to have their signature moves, which is going to be a problem if we do have to rematch them. I really hope we don't have to do the puzzle with the lake spirits again. Really hope we don't have to do the puzzle with the lake spirits again. Otherwise, that's going to be hella annoying. Do I go up? Yes, I do go up. Then we go down, go to the right, and we go down. Actually, if we just do Cyrus' second battle, maybe I lead with Probopass. Because he's kind of free. He's kind of free. Because he leads with a Crobat, so... Really don't have just like a regular kitty potion I can use. I know a lot of people were upset that when these games, or when BDSP dropped, that the kind of was, though, if you think about it. But I see what they're saying. I think it would have been cool if they did that. Okay. So let's see. Are we gonna have to battle the legends, or are we just going straight into the battle, normal battle? So we gotta battle Dialga and Palkia. So we're definitely losing Mons in this fight, 100%. But the question is, are they going to both go into the Pro Pass slot? Because if so, I can kind of play around that. I can put up the Sandstorm with Bertha. Because with Meganium out on the field, I mean, Dialga is going to be scary. That's the thing. Dialga will be a problem. I'm going to throw up the Sandstorm. Force Sphere. Yep, that's going into... That does decent damage, obviously. With us having Serene Grace, though, Meganium, if we get a special attack drop, that will be very good for us. Because it's not... It has the potential to be a 2-hit KO. As a Sandstorm. We could get a Flash Cannon sent our way, though. I think I still have to go for Moonblast. Just hope. Oh, okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hydro Pump, this... Nope, it still does. That sucks. I mean, we don't get a special defense boost, which I think is a bit whack, but that more so sucks because A, Palkia had a chance to miss, and B, that Hippowdon would have been really good for the Volkner battle. Actually, pretty bad for us. But I think we go Lopunny here. I think we click Fake Out just to see how much damage we can do. Now my thing, do I Moonblast? Because it's Stab. Yeah, I think I just, yeah. Because I was thinking about, do I go for Rock Climb and try to get the Confusion? But no, I think I just go for Fake Out. I'm already going to get the flinch. So I go for Moonblast for damage. So that way, if High Jump Kick, for whatever reason, doesn't fucking kill. No special attack drop either. I'm pretty sure I outspeed though. Stab, super effective. I know Dialga's got like 120 base physical defense, but we did just enough damage. So we're good there. We are good there. So I'm trying to remember who we saw the last time we fought him. Crobat, Magnezone, and Weavile. That's who we all saw before we lost, but I'm assuming he's obviously going to have Honchkrow. Gyarados, still haven't seen Gyarados. Brave Bird, that's squad resisted, so we are chilling. We are chilling. I'm trying to think if I had any other ground types in the PC. Damn! That's 2 crit Thunderbolts. from this Probopass. Okay, here comes Gyarados. Definitely gonna have a walk-on berry. He's definitely gonna have a walk-on berry on this guy. It would be crazy if he did not. Got Intimidate, we know that. Discharge, we're expert belt, right? Yes, it's gonna be a roll. I think it's gonna be a roll. No walk-on berry. Don't tell me he's sashed. Not sashed either. Okay, no idea what he was on. But you know what? It don't matter. Honchkro's coming out. I know Honchkro can get superpower, so I'm not switching to Probopass for that reason and that reason alone. Maybe this guy's got the walk-on berry? No, just sending him out to die as well. I guess so. I guess so. All right, here's the Weavile. I have no idea if this thing is going to be Focus Sash or not. Weavile get Inner Focus? That's the thing I need to figure out. Does Weavile get Inner Focus? Okay, that's a lot of damage. And I think I go for return here. Aerial Ace. Ooh. Come on, take one. Take one. Take one. Well, okay, we take one. Oak Scarf, return, max happiness. Perfect. Magnezone. Actually, don't know who's going to be faster between Magnezone and Probopass, but Magnezone doesn't have anything that can scare me, I don't think. I don't think he has anything that can scare off my my Probopass. Crazy how if I just settled down and came in with an actual paired team, I would have been completely fine. But to be fair, this dude's just critting everyone. All right, Houndoom. Yeah, I'm just gonna swap into. I'm gonna go to Oracle. I don't remember what item I gave Oracle. Did I give it the Life Orb? Did I give Oracle the Life Orb? Scope Lens. And what the hell? This guy's got the Wise Glasses. So he's just critting everything, whereas Oracle actually has the Scope Lens. Dark Pulse, we should eat this because we're very, very bulky. And that was Life Orb too. Damn, that's even crazier when you take it into further context. That's Life Orb, Stab, Dark Pulse. Probably gonna heal here. Never mind. He said, forget about it. But of course, Dark Pulse, Life Orb, gonna knock him out. So, you just robbed this man of like $36,000. Imagine if that was real life. Oh. So I am gonna catch the Giratina. I'm gonna Master Ball the Giratina. And actually, now that I think about it, because we did lose the Powdon, I could probably just throw the Giratina straight onto our squad. I mean, I would actually really like Giratina with this squad because he's very, very bulky. And yeah, I can just lob a Master Ball at him, so. I could also make him shiny. Oh, hell. Got me fucked up if you don't think I'm just going to lob a Master Ball and add this thing to my team. You got me fucked up if you think I'm not just going to lob a Master Ball and add this thing to my team. It's literally free. Come on now. Stop playing with me. Level 70 as well? Imagine if I had any ability. More than it already is. I'm trying to think of what I want to name. I'm gonna name it Revenge. Does that sound edgy, Eamsh? What are we thinking? I just hope it's got a good nature. Okay. Well. So you can't let me go and... Cynthia's gonna block me from going in there so I can get an encounter. Alright, we'll get our encounter here in the send-off spring. I've used Chime Echo recently for the first time. Not on like a video series or anything like that, but yeah, I've used the Chime Echo recently, and he's not great. Definitely could be a lot better. We'll keep trying to get a para on this thing. Great if we did. Double edge again. Okay. No para, unfortunate. And it's going to be difficult to catch too. Dude. I don't even want this thing, to be honest. I'm catching it for the dupes. I'm running. I don't care. Just let me go. Jesus. I want no part of you, and you're over here wasting my freaking time. It'd be nice if they planted Professor Rowan like right outside here. Which of course they wouldn't. But I'm trying to get back to the Pokemon Center so I can deposit off the Hippowdon and also get on with Fly. Because when I tell you I'm not wanting to walk all the way back to Sandgem Town, I cannot even sugarcoat that. So yeah, unfortunately, lost Hippowdon, but arguably gained something greater. Docile nature, which is actually amazing for us. Is there with legends? Because like if I was going illegal moves, God, if this was later, I would give this Giratina Moongeist Beam as its illegal move. Like it would be freaking perfect. I mean, I can go Spatial Rend, because that's gonna arguably be better. I mean, it's always gonna be better than Dragon Pulse. Oh, the timer went off. I didn't even hear it go off. But we don't get a reward because we didn't have a challenge. So we actually just go ahead and re-spin the wheel. Wants us to do a contest. Okay. We will get to that a little bit later. We'll let the timer kind of run for that one, so that way I can make progress, really. Yeah, us getting Giratina, though, level 70, huge. That's like, yes, absolutely. We take those whenever we can. The thing is, though, do I run Giratina as bulky, or do I run him more as like an attacker? I mean, we have a lot of fat mons on our team right now, so I can kind of run him however I want. And being docile nature actually really helps. I can kind of just make him fit wherever I feel like he needs to fit. I've also heard reports that strange rifts have appeared in Sinnoh. It's likely that their appearance is a result of the events that occurred with Dialga and Palkia at Mount Coronet. And be the key to that mystery, so tell me. But where would these... Because that's telling me, hey, you can catch other legends now. Which do I classify me beating the post game as catching the legends, or do I just encounter the legends and then move on from there? I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get there. Go ahead and put Travis in the box. And nobody in box 3. Yeah, I think we just say screw it and we take the Giratina. It's level 70. So it's definitely going to be helpful, especially because we lost the ground type. It went for Hydro Pump, so I would have had to read the switch. So I could have avoided it if I decided to switch into Vaporeon, but I also predicted Dialga to go for a Steel type move at some point, and he never did, so... I don't know what's up with that. Speaking of Giratina, get your move. We can go with the smart contest for you. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my Giratina into the contest because I think it'd just be hilarious. Already encountered stuff here. But I was gonna say during the mini cutscene of sorts, where we go back to the lab, I was like, that always confused me as a kid because I'm like, why were they so concerned? And it's because when you sit back and you think about it, and Dawn would have seen us, would have been when we were fighting Team Galactic in Lake Verity. So it's like we went all the way up to Acuity to help out your rival. And then it's like after that, it's like, now I'm gonna go take the fight up to Mount Coronet. All right, this is our first encounter. Not really the most excited about Chatot. Just being honest, not really the most excited about it. Apparently he's not excited for me either. Going for Nasty Plot. I don't think he really has. I'm gonna throw a few Ultra Balls at him. So I'd like to catch something. There we go. And I know I'm using speed up a lot. I'm not necessarily trying to rely on speed up, but just trying to make good use of time. I'm gonna name it Yapper. I'm gonna go ahead and name him Yapper. And yeah, you know what? We're just gonna battle everyone here. Because it's kind of the same reason why I was thinking about battling everyone north of Sunny Shore. Because, well, I mean, with Giratina, I have less of a reason to actually battle people. I don't know, I feel like I should still do it regardless. Because, like, if the regular trainers are higher level than me, that's a problem. And that's only a problem because of the last level checkpoint. If we had our original team that we had for 90% of this series, we would be perfectly fine because I know the Crobat was like 64 and some of the other mons were 60 as well. So we definitely would have been okay there, but Propass keeps hurting himself. Definitely can eat one more, but if I hurt myself, I'm gonna have to heal. That's gonna be irritating. Thank you. The Propass is showing out though. He's been showing out. Albeit I've been trying to play smart with him because again, he's got 2 quad weaknesses. You think Rock and Steel, 2 of the most defensive typings in the game, would be good, and then it's like you run into that issue. Sceptile. I feel like Sceptile is part dragon in this game. I don't know why. I don't think I actually have any confirmation of that. I just feel like he's part dragon. $57. The burn. We do get the burn. That was just enough damage. Lanoon. Okay, then we go to Holly. Damn. Fake out Silk Scarf does that much damage. Oh, I didn't even think about E-Speed. I could give E-Speed to Lopunny. Isn't it like base 80 though? I think Return is always going to be better. I'm pretty sure Return is always going to be better. So I'll battle all the people going upwards first, because I know there's just a bunch of like fishermen down by the water. And I really don't even know who I would want to use against the fishermen. Because in original, my Manectric over there, but I could definitely see Drayano changing it up. Okay. This is a bad lead for us, so we're going to swap into our fairy type. High jump kick misses. Crazy. Oh, that high jump kick. Please don't get the para. Thank you. I asked nicely and it cooperated, so we take that. Absolutely take that. Moonblast is definitely going to one-shot. Flareon. We'll go Oracle. Oh, I forgot. I gotta explore Sunny Shore as well. Make sure we get everything from there. I don't want to miss out on any potential goodies. Flareon gets close combat in this game. I mean, it does no damage to me, but like, that's incredible. Makes him so much better. That's a dead Flareon. What? Come on. How are you going to have two... The original. How are you going to have two Mons that I have on my team? Like... I think if I go... Probopass... I think I do. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Steel is still super effective. Okay, Safeguard, so thankfully no light screen. So pretty good damage. Moonblast is resisted, so 17 points of damage. Does get the special attack drop, but that doesn't matter. Does not matter here. Enchanting. Let's see what this item is. We did already get our encounter, which was the Chatot. I still do have 2 free encounters I can use. I don't really feel like using it in the water. I also don't know if Victory Road is going to be cracked with encounters, so gotta think about that. Because typically with master modes, I do them randomized, so like any free encounter I get, I'm like, ooh, I probably don't have. And it's like, oh, no, never mind. Just gonna full heal these guys. And we will throw Magic out front for this, because I was actually expecting a double battle. But I will take doing any singles. $57. Oh, now. Get him out of here. Now he turns around. Ooh, the lantern. Aqua ring. Mantine. Okay, we will switch. I know I'm speeding up. I apologize. I'm a champ. Go from water types to big, strong man. It doesn't feel like it's almost 4 p.m. on a Saturday for me. Maybe that's just because this is the first day off that I've had in like the entire month of April. So it feels nice actually sitting down and doing something I want to do. Ooh, not no guard Machamp. Crazy. I have to make a choice if I actually do go battle the trainer up north. Would they make me do that though? That's something that I could see Drayano doing. Potentially. A charge beam. Got a crit and the special attack buff. Oh, we'll take that. Gastrodon, never mind. We gotta get out. Kingler. No reason for me to switch. Poliwrath. And no reason for me to switch. Might take it though. Let's not hurt ourselves. Let's not hurt ourselves. Thank you. A well-trained Meganium. Hey, at least there's no funky business. So like, oh, we got a battle because you're here and test your toughness. I like the battle that you get stuck into against Aaron in this game. All right, Yapper, what do you have? Careful nature? That's terrible. That is terrible. Go ahead and throw Travis on the team because we're going to go fly over to Hearthome. Do this contest. We win. Epic. Epic. But am I really going to challenge the gym this quickly? Maybe. I mean, this is going to show. Actually, it would be a lot shorter because I wouldn't have battled as many people going through that last route. I don't know why I'm going in the gym. What am I doing? But it's showing me that it would have been something that we weren't that far away had we just not wiped. Enter a normal contest. We'll go smart. Yep, and we're bringing the Giratina. Who says your pet demon snake can be a part of a contest? Just fine. I'm just gonna speed through this. Colorful. You only get 5 accessories. Okay, so that one. Give him the Monopoly Man mustache. A little bit of glitter. Give you a nice little direct. Holding a flag. I'll give him a little bit of pink fluff on his head. He looks stupid. That's because, yeah. Has entered mid. Look at this dork. Yeah, you only got 2 hearts from that. If I don't get at least 3, this game's rigged. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that Shinx was shiny for a second. I was about to say, that's a thing? Okay, we got 3. Now we just win the dance competition. Ah, my perfect streak. Let's go. We're winning. Hooray. We're winning right now. 4 performances each. After voltage hits max, it's +3. If final performance. Okay, so I think we go Dragon Pulse first. Look at that boy's head. I was about to say, where's my +2? I got no hearts for that. I'll obviously learn more about this stuff because there's a streaming series thing that I would like to do. Streaming/video series that I'd like to do. It goes over a lot of like the little mini game stuff like this and Pokemon. I think it would be something different. It's not necessarily just like Let's Play stuff, which doesn't mean I'm gonna stop doing Let's Plays. It just means doing something a little bit different. If final performance, go Dexter this time. Oh, okay. So I see. Trick. He's like, you son of a bitch, you're in. And they all went for... It's not a smart move. I'm gonna be second to last for the next turn. Gotta take the risk here. I do have to take the risk here and hope that someone goes, no. Damn it. Thunderfang. Tragic. I probably still can win. I can probably still win. Just won't be as convincing. Look at that. By the time the winner's decided, the timer is actually going to go off. Yeah, it's gonna be close. Ooh, me and my pet demon snake. We did it. You believe that? We did it. She's looking at me like, I don't care. All right, let's go ahead and spin our wheel. Any or illegal ability would be fire right now, or 5 rare candies. Or 2 more free encounters, because we don't have enough of those guys. Remember the one stream where we went back and we basically went and got all of our free encounters? Don't forget that. It could happen again at some point because of the fact that we do have to play the post game. Switch into Pokemon weak to opponents typing. Trying to think if I use a get out of jail on that one. You know what? No, let's not. Let's not. Because if we manage to... That's the thing. We manage to work our way around it. We can do this challenge, no problem. Is it going to be easy? No, definitely not. Is a ground water type going to be my worst nightmare if I have? But I really think I should save my get out of jail. Now, obviously, if I run into like a normal type, there's anything I can do about that. Really, at all? There's not really a whole lot I can do about that. It just sucks because like Probopass, and he's just gonna get smacked around. I mean, I guess I can hope that, you know, we have a lot of bulk. As long as we don't get hit by a quad effective move, we'll be okay. Quick ball. Anything? Nope. Nope. Hit. Brother. Jesus Christ. I know that I'm dog shit slow, but come on. So you don't want to battle. Did they remove some of the fishermen here? I have no idea. All right, Azumarill, so I can be in, technically. I could swap it to Giratina if I wanted. But no, we are weak to water, and I would say this is probably the best thing for us. Oh my God, we lived. How did we live? That was quad effective. Probably huge power, too. And that did no damage. I mean, it went for superpower, so the good thing about that, its attack is lowered now. Oh my God. I'm more so surprised that we took that. Hydro Pump misses. I'm pretty sure Azumarill has like base like 50, either base 50 or base 60 special attack. So Hydro Pump I'm not really too worried about. It was going to be physical moves like Aqua Tail, Superpower. I was going to say too, I was like, this thing is the perfect thing to be in on this unless it has Superpower, and I didn't even finish the sentence and I get hit by Superpower. So thankfully we avoid death there. But that just goes to show how important stab is as well. You just saw that quad effective and kill because there was no stab. Oh man, what are the odds this guy has Lightning Rod? Or Drill Run? Okay, so no Lightning Rod. So this should do hopefully a good amount of damage. If we get the para, I need him to throw or go for a different move. That's the thing. I need him to throw or go for a different move. I don't know what Drill Run's PP is, so I should have just get out of jailed this one. Should have just done it. Can you just like not? I'm glad I'm loaded with money in this game. If I wasn't, I would not be doing what I'm doing right now. I can guarantee you that. Okay, he went for bounce. So either he's out of drill runs or AI's throwing. Either way, I'm happy. Either way, I'm content. Sharpedo. Technically, could go to Giratina. We are... I don't think Strong Jaw is a thing in this game. Maybe it is. But even then, we're faster. We're killing them in one hit. Sharpedo has like 0 defenses. Literally. Kingdra. Either stay in with Giratina or swap back to Probobat. No, we definitely stay in with Giratina. I also never realized this until like I was watching other people do like fusions content, that Kingdra's stat line is actually very, very mid. And the only thing that saves it, at least in early gens, is the fact that it's Dragon and Water. Because once Fairy type got introduced, it got so much worse. Stats for literally all of its stats. Like, it's so mid. Don't get me wrong, it's still a cool design, and of the Generation 2 Pokemon, it's definitely one of the better ones out there. But it's insane. Insane how much worse it is now. All right, Hydro Pump. I don't think Quillfish is that. Did nothing. I don't think Quillfish got much special attack on it, so might as well just click Earth Power. See you later. Never mind. You're still alive. I fucking hate this game, dude. You know, what's crazy too is I was actually enjoying using that Probo Pass. Something that never used before. Literally, like never used before. Not even on my own time. Like everything on the layout or in my party outside of him, I've used before in playthroughs or whatever, a series on the channel. Never gotten the chance to use a Pro Pass. Of course, out of the challenge that I probably should have just went ahead and been like, nah, I don't think I should do it. What does he die to? Dies to a fucking Destiny Bond Quillfish. Now, should I have probably thought about that, knowing that Quillfish has had Destiny Bond? You know, it learns it by level up? Yeah, definitely should have thought of that. Still doesn't change the fact that, of course, when I go for Earth Power, he lives on 1 fucking HP, or like 10 HP. I'm fucking tilted. I'm so fucking tilted. Maybe another time, buddy. Oh, great. And my controller is now dying. Because I have to fucking charge it. I don't know how. It's like... Charged it. Problems with the button. I gotta think about what to replace that thing with. Could go another rock thing. Go another rock type. Something different entirely. Don't have to make it a rock type. Pretty sure Charizard's Fire Dragon in this game, so shouldn't put him on the team. Torchic, firefighting, we already have fighting type. Cyndaquil could potentially use. Houndoom is an option as well. I already have fairy types on. Dragon, we already technically have. We don't have a flying type. So, I mean, I could add Articuno or Lugia. Lugia would be... probably would be decent. I also wouldn't be against using something like maybe Armaldo. Yeah, I mean, Glalie Ice Rock, not bad. Flying type. And he's Adamant Nature. I did forget about that. Let me think about it. Ground type would be perfect, but I don't really feel like rare candying someone up to 56 right now. I'd rather do the rare candying stuff on my own time. Unless we were doing like an egg lock, then obviously we'd do things a little bit different with that. But maybe I just take the rest of the time duration to explore the town. Because if I go into a battle against a water type and it's a pure water type, then I fail the challenge automatically. If it's dual type, it's got to be something that I know I can swap somebody else into. So did I already talk to you? I suppose I do have to come over here to get him back into the gym. So as a gym leader, is it your goal to hand out your badge, or is it to be the strongest you can be? Because like he seems like upset because like he's whooping people's asses. And it's like, well, if you're strong, isn't that the whole point? Oh, I don't think I've ever recognized that. Yeah, that's supposed to be like a Snorlax. That's actually kind of cool. Really a Hyper Beam team? You know what I've thought about just now? I'm surprised there isn't a ability or an item that takes away like a recharge turn. Like if you can make it to where someone is allowed to power up 2 turn attacks, something like taking away a recharge turn from like Frenzy Plant, Hydro Cannon, things like that, I think should be a thing. And maybe it's something that's rare, something that's limiting, but like, I'm just saying, I'm surprised because the mechanic in Gen 1 was if you killed something with Hyper Beam, then Hyper Beam being physical and having the chance to crit if you were much faster than things, like that happening wasn't like ludicrous. Oh, I don't know. Just something I had thought about after he gave us the Hyper Beam TM. Is it technically the strongest move, or is it the strongest because of its base power? Wait, the Underground Man and Interna and Byron of Candelave are related, and Byron's son Rourke. Oh, I mean, that all makes sense. In here, my game, it worked stupendously hard, didn't it? As a reward, give it this effort ribbon. Yep, Meganium has worked hard. Oh, these are all seals. They saw all the buildings. So she normally gives you waterfall. What's like, what's her vibe? What's her purpose? Oh, we got the super rod now. Do I want to catch it for good encounter or go good rod for right now? Could just be something I already have. Maybe it's better for us to surf, actually. Maybe it is better for us to surf. All right, so I'm trying to think what would be... things of mons that I don't really have, potentially use these free encounters on. Because I think that's, to be honest, I think that's what I should do. Is try and go get some free encounters. Honestly, I really would like to try and get a Garchomp, or Gabite, rather. And it should be relatively easy to catch because we're, you know, level 50. One back into this area. I think if there was an area that we've been that I wanted to go and re-encounter something. I don't think I re-encountered anything up, or I don't think I encountered anything up on Mount. In fact, when I say that, I did. My first encounter was that Abomasnow that we saw earlier. So, all right, go ahead and use a token, or a free encounter in here, not a token. Of course, man. Of course. All right, I'm gonna swap into Electric because Onyx being a ground type I actually need to switch in. Let's go rage. Okay, what the hell are we doing here? That was a crit. Okay. Don't really want a Steelix, but all right. You are in the red, and I'm 30 levels higher than you. Thank you. Like, fuck, you're an Onyx. Like, you're not anything. You're really not anything like special at all. Okay, so we used a free encounter, got an Onyx. Not excited about it, but okay, I'll use another one in here. Obviously, that is dupes. This is why right here you catch all your encounters. Sableye. Okay, so I think the only thing that I have that is weak to Sableye is Giratina. Or for Shadow Sneak. Prankster isn't an ability in this game, unfortunate, so Sableye really sucks. Because one of the nice things with Sableye is that it's Prankster, and it didn't have a weakness, but because Fairy type is in this game and Prankster's not in this game, it took away everything that made him appealing. All right, let's use another free encounter. There she is. Now, realistically, the only shot we have of using Gibble is if something happens to our Giratina. That's really the only chance I could see us using Garchomp. And I love Garchomp. Definitely up there as one of my favorite pseudos. There we go. Perfect. I feel like I should go use my last free encounter somewhere else. And this will probably be before I get like 2 more. I actually wouldn't be against potential free legendary. I know that might sound like me being a little greedy bastard, but would definitely not be against a potential free legend for our reward for this challenge, because we technically have done it. And I'll know that I should probably not necessarily veto that one or get rid of that one, but just it's kind of like the having to use only resisted moves. I'd probably be better off just using the resisted move and facing a potential consequence that way than anything else. Can we get to where I want to get to? No. Tragic. Not really that tragic. It's more inconvenient is what it is. What would I even want right now? Would I want a jailbreak? Okay, so additional life in the master mode. It was on the cusp of hitting my choice, and if it did do that, I could have done some playing around with that one, because I would have had to really sit down and think, do I want to bring somebody back, or do I want an illegal ability on somebody? But because we got the additional life in the master mode, and we technically say that you are only allowed to get that twice in this series, which we already have, we respin it. It's good for the aesthetic, not good for... All right, spin my challenge wheel. Okay, so life story. So this one's kind of one that we have taken from our good old Podio pal Drakester. Drake does a bunch, or did do a bunch of life stories on his channel. A challenge that connects to the stream or to the video, depending on how it goes. So what do I feel like talking about in terms of story? Because I only need to actually do the life story for like 5 minutes. That's the ruling I gave on that one. So first and foremost, I am going to use my last free encounter in the grass next to the Valley Windworks. I'm trying to think of what story do I want to tell. And maybe something will pop up here that'll give me a little bit more, like, it'll pop an idea in my head, and then it's like, oh, we can go from there. Oh, you know what? I got a good one. So this kind of calls back to the beginning of the stream, but my love for Meganium. So I don't know if I've actually like gone into full depth detail as to why Meganium is like one of my favorite starters. Like, it's up there, definitely in the top 5, next to like Incineroar, Swampert, Infernape, and what was the other one? That's like my top 5 starters. To me, it's attachment and nothing more than attachment. I know some people are like, but Meganium's like the worst starter. It's to be honest, I think it is only seen as not good because it is next to 2 starters that are perceived as very, very good. And my statement has never changed that I think Typhlosion, regular Typhlosion, has always been overrated from an actual like strength perspective, but design wise, yeah, no, he's definitely one of the cooler ones. But me, like, my attachment for Meganium has always been from Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Pokemon falling behind you, and the big thing being, you know, what made me want to do YouTube stuff, and that was Leroy's Heart Gold walkthrough. I remember the first time, I'm trying to remember the exact context, but I was looking up something, or needed to look up something in Heart Gold Soul Silver because I was confused about something. And his video was like one of the first ones that popped up on YouTube. And this is when YouTube looked way different than it does nowadays. Like, absolutely night and day difference. And so I remember I looked it up, and it was a day that I was like sick and I didn't go into school. And, you know, it's kind of like I'm sick and I should be resting. And, you know, you do sleep from time to time and whatnot, but like you're gonna obviously have points where it's like, all right, I'm awake and I want to do something else that isn't just sitting here. That feeling. And I was probably like 9 or 10 when this story is taking place. Actually, it's probably more close to like 10 or 11. And I remember I had like a really small Acer laptop. It was like very crappy, but it got done what it needed to get done. I remember seeing this YouTube video and just being like enthralled, like completely like eyes glued to like TV screen type shit, basically. And I believe he also picked Chikorita in that walkthrough. I remember pretty much building my first Heart Gold Soul Silver team around the team that he used in that walkthrough. Not because like it's the best team, but just seeing these mons and being like, oh, I know of Crobat because I played Diamond and Pearl before, and oh, I know Golem because, you know, I played Diamond and Pearl and then saw him in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Oh, Heracross, I know he was in Diamond and Pearl, but I could never find him, but I could find him in Heart Gold Soul Silver. So it was just the like the mind-blowing, like seeing Pokemon like I said, Generation 3, Generation 4 are like my Gen 1. So seeing those mons in these games, thinking that they premiered or debuted in these games, and then going back into like Gen 1 game or Gen 2 and being like, that's where they're from and blah blah blah. Like, it was the coolest experience because it brought the familiarity to it, and like, okay, I know this guy, but then there's like all these new ones I've never seen before. So whoa, like, who's this guy? What does he do? Oh, I haven't seen this guy in a long time. You know, things like that. But yeah, Meganium definitely was one of the ones from Heart Gold Soul Silver, like I said, that I grew most. And it's your starter too. Like, your starter, you always have more attachment to than any other mon on your team. Actual starters just being random encounters. Whatever your first mon is, for the most part, you're gonna end up choosing between the three, and you're gonna choose what you think is the best one or the coolest one of the three. So you always gain that personal attachment to them. And then there's obviously stories and experience bring that attachment even further than you might imagine. Like, I say this all the time with Porygon Z. Porygon Z became my favorite Pokemon because of one random Wonderlock that I did in X and Y. One of like the 15 of them that I did in the heyday, where I would constantly just run through that game over and over again using different teams and whatnot. And I was doing specifically an elimination lock variant of this. So actually, no, it wasn't a Wonderlock, it was an elimination lock. And I remember it was specifically Pokemon that I never used before. And Porygon Z was the last thing that I had alive, I think just prior to battling Olympia. So the 7th gym in X and Y. So I had to go through 7th gym, all of the Team Flare stuff, then the 8th gym, then the Victory Road, and then the Elite Four, just with this Porygon Z. And I just was like, this thing is cracked out the gills. Obviously, this is when I was getting a lot smarter with Pokemon. So being like, oh, the Lucky Egg is like a great item to throw on because it makes things level up faster. And then it's like, oh, he's got adaptability, so he's going to be a lot stronger than typical. And then eventually I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw a Life Orb on him. And that's why I still use the same set of Tri-Attack, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Nasty Plot, and Life Orb, because that is the set that I would go with normally, or the first time I used him. So yeah, I mean, the favorites and your attachment to them, everyone's story is so different from one another. But like for me, like I said, Meganium, I mean, we saw in Coliseum that Meganium may not have the like the strength like many of the other stars like Greninja and other ones that are ridiculously strong. But I will sit on the hill, die on the hill. Not a terrible Pokemon. I mean, base stat wise, it's literally the same base stats as like all the other starters, 525 or 530. I mean, it's an early gen starter, so like its ability pool is not great because abilities really weren't a thing until Gen 3, and even then, the Gen 3 starters didn't have insane abilities. Gen 4 starters didn't have insane abilities. It was really Gen 5 when they started going abilities. But it is what it is. Let's go ahead and talk to Dahlia. No need to worry. Let chance do what it does. Life goes through twists and turns. Things will go as they will. Sea here is so beautiful. Relaxing to forget about your troubles and simply watch the tides. Brings you to Sunny Shore. Are you completing your gym challenge? Good luck. No need to worry. See, I was worried because when we went at where the PAL Park is, we ended up battling Garrick and Caitlyn, even though we technically have to battle Garrick and Caitlyn. Be giving us Overheat. Did I give Manectric Overheat over Flamethrower? I don't think I should. I don't think I should. Also, I don't know who I should lead with in this gym. So if Cyrus's ace was 60 with Weavile, I can't imagine. I think Volkner is going to be 62. Maybe, just maybe, 63. But nothing higher than that. Which means Giratina should be a relatively free strategy to just go in and Earth Power most things. Damn. Yeah, Silk Scarf Lopunny is gonna... I mean, albeit it's a plusle at the end of the day, but still insane damage. Pachirisu, I stay in. Pachirisu gets static. I feel like it does. I'm gonna go for the high jump kick. My strongest stab move. Doesn't even kill. It's for Thunder Wave. Why are you so annoying? Why you have to do... Okay, what are we doing here? Fuck a potion on a Pachirisu. Think about your It's being annoying. Just Dante put it in the chat. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is coming in 2025 according to leaks. It will be a direct sequel to Black Ops 2 set in 2035 featuring a futuristic Japanese setting. I don't think they would do another Black Ops game 1 year after doing another Black Ops game. That's just what I think. And the thing is, too, I know there really wasn't like much content we did with COD on the channel. I think that's just one of those things that I've phased out of it. Kind of like how I phased out of Apex. Yes, did I upload a video of Apex yesterday? Either yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. Did I upload an Apex video? Yes, because I thought it was going to be a neat video to go back and be like, hey, do you see how the last time we played, like, this happened and blah, blah, blah? I thought it would be funny. But, like, what do I play a lot of right now? Still play Rocket League pretty regularly. Fortnite has slowly but surely phased out of the game rotation. Not, like, to the point where it's like, I'm never going to go back and play it. Like, today after stream, actually, I'm going to go eat something, and then I don't know if I want to record Rejuvenation or not. I mean, I do. Definitely do. It's because I haven't played Rejuvenation in so long. I'm going to be so lost as to where I'm supposed to be going. Have to edit. So that's another thing. I mean, I do have a couple, because I do have a couple Marvel Rivals gameplays that I went ahead and was editing earlier before we started stream. Wanted to get those done because they were just sitting on my PlayStation. Okay, so this allocate is faster than me because of the X speed. Thunderbolt's gonna do not too much damage, but of course it gets the para. 2. Literally just did that. You got another one? Might as well stay in. Ooh, probably not a smart idea. Okay, I'm glad to know that that was a crit. I imagine that this is just going to kill outright, because it's Silk Scarf boosted. Collectibles. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and switch on out to our Meganium. Great, yikes. Yeah, I know. Almost killing my low punny in one hit. Would have been a very, very upset man if that was the case. Yeah, especially by an Ellicott. Yeah, would have been embarrassing. Okay, that light screen is doing you a lot of wonders now. And that is where we're going to stop once we beat the 8th gym. All right, I just swapped into an Ice Punch. Never mind, that did no damage. Never mind. And the freeze. Why? What is going on? What is my luck today? RNG is not kind. No, it really isn't. Okay. Go ahead and go for Earth Power. I don't know if the light screen ever wore off, so this still may live. Yep. Okay, so light screen never wore off, but that's fine. That is fine. I'm glad we got our demon snake here to save our ass. Basically. It does wear off naturally though, right? Yeah, I just don't remember how many turns had passed. No, weather stays forever, but not the screens. Yeah. Which is still a crazy thing that happened way back. All right. I got to bring a different weather team so I can deal with this guy's weather team. Level 26 Staravia. My boy is here to be my flyer right now. I had a full team earlier, but I lost a Probopass to a... I'm still not over that, to be honest. I'm tired of getting fucking paralyzed. Come on. Cross chop? Yeah. Can't cross chop me, buddy. Even though there's a lot of spikes and everything on this guy, he can't cross chop. I lost Probopass to a Destiny Bond Quillfish. Yeah. Was very, very irritated by it because I went for Earth Power. He lived on like 10 HP. And then next turn went for Destiny Bond. Yeah, Destiny Bond is terrifying, but it's even more terrifying when you forget when certain mons get it. Like, I definitely should have known that Quillfish got it, but I would have really only known that like if I fought mini Quillfish in this series. That did a lot of damage. I'm remembering now. Luxray is a dark type in this game. To be fair, I only know Wildfett and Gengar get it. Yeah, there's a surprising amount of non-ghost types that get it. There is a surprising amount of non-ghost types that get it. Like, random, I know that Vespiquen gets it. I want to play Renegade Platinum in. It seems so interesting. It's definitely fun. It's definitely a fun game. It really does keep you on your toes though. Like, there's a battle that happens in the Distortion world, like in normal Platinum, but there's a second battle that happens. And it caught me off guard last stream, and I actually wiped because of it. And we just faked out that Pichu and killed it in one hit. Tough. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen eventually. Like, I'm just gonna keep getting staticked. Pikachu. We love static. Your boy doesn't like paralysis after today. When me and Navy battled earlier, the paralysis bandit struck again. Not as bad as certain occasions, but it still happened at a pretty pivotal time. So yeah, I don't know. I have no idea when we're gonna start uploading those videos because I don't want to say too much about it, but if that static didn't happen when it did, I possibly could have won. But it is what it is. Because I was telling her about how our battle went, and I was just like, yeah, I messed up so much stuff. And you know, like you played your part of that battle perfectly. but I think because I messed up with the moveset, it just like I was completely all discombobulated. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm screwed. I just lose. Sinistra. That Sinistra, man. He was a trooper. So easy to say GG next when the smallest thing is wrong. I totally get you. Well, no, it wasn't like I was salty that I lost. I was just more upset because I was like, I told myself like 10 minutes before we fought, hey, make sure you throw this move on him so that way we're all good. And then it's like we get into the battle and I was like, you know what? I just didn't do the thing that I told myself to go do. And especially because you having Ghost and I had Ghost, if I had a Ghost type move on Dragapult, maybe he could have done some damage. But it is what it is. It is what it is. That's where the typings are always gonna play a factor more than anything. Lantern. Let's go Meganium. Let's go for Meganium on that fish. Had a similar thing happen where I build a team on build down calculator against someone and change moveset item on my poll. I'm probably spoiling it, but like I said, I don't know when the videos are gonna start getting uploaded, so it is what it is. So I threw a berry on my Dragapult, and so my idea was for Dragapult to at some point be in the Blissey. Because if I still had my Terra around, I was going to go Terra Electric, so that way I couldn't get Thunder Waved, and I would have a potential free setup turn. And then any damaging moves that Blissey goes for, I'm not gonna take a whole lot of damage from. So I could potentially set up a couple of times, especially because if I have to counter potential defense buffs, I'm set. But I threw a Lychee Berry on there so that way if I was at a quarter health, I'd get another free attack buff, because I don't need the speed necessarily with Dragon Dance when I am that fast. So it was on the turn where the berry popped, or it was the turn after the berry had popped, that the full para happened, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because I would have been able to kill Blissey, and then I think my Basculegion could have just wrecked the rest of her team, because my Basculegion ended up getting paralyzed, and I had agility with it, which I misplayed with that. If I had just killed the Blissey, I wouldn't have been paralyzed, and I could have agility'd, been +2 speed, and hopefully outsped everything else on her team. Sometimes when you're put on the spot, you don't get off guard by stuff. Because with the setup on the Dragapult, I would have been +2 speed, +3 attack. The only thing that would have been scary would have been Avalugg if she brought Avalugg, which for my battle against her, she actually didn't bring the Avalugg. So that caught me by surprise because I was so certain that that thing was coming. But what can I say? Got good team synergy. Like, you can't you can't. I'm honestly positively surprised at how well she plays. So here's the thing about that is I'm not taking any credit away from her, because I think as far as battles go, I think she still technically has the best record. Because I think it was me, but since I've now lost the last two against you and her, I don't think I technically have the best record anymore, because I think everybody else who's done as many battles as we have has at least lost two. I don't think there's anyone who's undefeated anymore ever since you beat me. So where was I going with that? Oh, some people, like some of the guys doing it, are talking about the fact that her partner helps her out with like team prepping and whatnot. Prep is prep. I mean, like, talking about strats and whatnot, I said it like to like 4 or 5 different people that I was going to bring Electric Terra Dragapult to my fight against her so she wouldn't be able to paralyze me. And lo and behold, I ended up tearing a different mon completely, and it ended up screwing me over in the end. So, but yeah, prep is prep. So I know I prep differently than compared to like you and Axel. You guys go into the showdown calculator and do damage calcs and whatnot, which to me, I mean, it's there. The resource is there. One thing I do is I make sure that when I'm battling someone, I have what their team can be pulled up, because I know that you can do it in game, but if you having it up right on a side screen somewhere, it's like, okay, this is potentially what they could bring in, because it's not going to like have like movesets or anything like that. Yes, you can do it in game. I think it's like either the plus button when you're in battle or the Y button when you're in battle. Like when you're about to select your turn, you can see what their team is. It won't tell you. It won't tell you what they didn't bring. It'll just have the team of 6 there, but it's like, if you forgot, like, oh, which Pokemon did I paralyze? Oh, it's that one. Or, oh, which one terrestrialize? Oh, it's that one. It will tell you that stuff. So, what are you... Hey, ma'am? What are you doing? Why are you clawing the bed? You just knocked my controller off, dude. Stop clawing up the bed. Don't let me clip your nails. And you have money to pay for that? I don't think so. All right, so our challenge did expire, meaning we do get a reward from it. Let me go into my reward wheel. Honestly, give me the deaths don't count for 30 minutes challenge or reward. I would take that any day of the week. Or we can get another tutor and egg move. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Stream's lagging just a tad. Let me write that down. I will forget. So tutor and egg move. Now I have 2 of those we can use. Just don't give me a dumb, give me a give me challenge. Give me something that's going to be easy for us, because we're like, what? Homeboy? Something like that? Okay, get to class. Obviously, this is not Scarlet and Violet, so we can't do this challenge. So we're just gonna respin it. By battle. Okay. You know what? I don't know how this is gonna go, because I don't know how many Mons on my team currently are in Scarlet and Violet, but this will be a fun one. This does mean we need to be a little bit time efficient. I know that Meganium's in Scarlet and Violet. I know Giratina's in Scarlet and Violet, and then I know Vaporeon is. I don't think Manectric is. I could be wrong about that. I think Lopunny is not in Scarlet and Violet. Otherwise, I think I would have seen it. I think I would have seen it a lot more. Personally, I think I would have seen it a lot more. Dog, how many Electabuzz? There are so many electric types. And I swear, we have seen Elekid and Electabuzz in like every battle except for like 2. We get it. Volkner's ace is Electivire. But come on, give us some variety, man. Psychic. That's different. I'm curious to see how much more damage Shadow Force does. Or if it does more damage, I should say. It does. It do, in fact, do more damage. Magnezone. Well, 60. I don't remember if Magnezone gets static or not. I don't think it does. Lopunny getting the normal fighting type is so good for it. I know that like that's what it gets for its mega evolution, but like it just normally being normal in fighting makes it so much better. So good luck against Volkner. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. I know it is like midnight for you. So I really appreciate that you stopped in. Ampharos. I love Ampharos. That's my guy. That's one of my guys. If you watched our one live stream series we did earlier this year, or well, it was late last year. You know I love Ampharos. I love when he misses Focus Blast. So either he didn't have static, or I just got really lucky. One or the other. Because he missed Focus Blast, too. And we take that all the time. Come on now. Focus Blast definitely wouldn't killed, but it would have done a lot of damage. Because I know with us doing this challenge, I know Lopunny's in Sword and Shield. Is Manectric in Sword and Shield? Yeah, Manectric is in Sword and Shield. Meganium wouldn't be, but I think everything else. They send in an Electrode? Thunder? Jesus. You need to get your team some spectacles, man. They're just missing everything. They are just missing everything. There we go. About time. Ah, he gets the parrot. You know what? I guess that's somewhat balanced. Sucker Punch Electrode. Never in my life would I have expected that to happen. But full para twice in a row. A little bit much. Little bit much. And a crit. How much RNG is happening in this one battle? Alright. Speaking of Manectric. Guess we just go Holly. No, 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 no. You stop clawing. My stuff. Oh, this one doesn't have static either. Am I crazy for thinking he just doesn't get intimidated? I'm pretty sure he does. I swear I've seen it before. I know his Mega Evolution gets intimidate. I swear I've seen it in Dragano ROM hacks specifically. Like, he has intimidate. All right, what makes you so special? Lots of things. Okay. And then I have PP ups, which I do want to use a PP up on Fake Out. Because I see those two doing a lot of work in this fight. I don't see Manectric doing a whole lot. Definitely don't see Vaporeon doing much of anything. Meganium, possibly. I mean, if he has a Lantern on his team, definitely. I don't think there's any other electric water types outside of maybe like Rokong. Is there electric and ground? I think Stunfisk, but Stunfisk won't be in this game. What about rock? Electric rock? No. I guess it won't just be things that are, you know, super effective with grass. I mean, fairy type as well. Electric dark, electric fighting, dragon. Not off the top of me head. I don't think so. Okay, so 61, so he's gonna be 62 for his. Good to know. Let's go for the Fake Out. So return definitely will kill. Thunderbolt is going to do probably a good amount of damage. Maybe half. Not even half, actually. I actually thought it would have done half, but won't complain. So I'm expecting Jolteon, obviously expecting the Electivire. My question is, with Electivire, is he going to have elemental punches? I think he will. I genuinely think he will. Okay, so Ice Punch. We are bulky. That does exactly half. And he's Life Orbed. Wait, that's huge. Okay. We get the special attack drop, which doesn't matter. Heal. Because if he doesn't heal, then Life Orb is slowly but surely going to kill him. But I definitely think he does. Yeah. Do I go for a Reflect now with the knowledge that he's got Ice Punch? Okay, so we raise our defense. Could have Brick Break. I don't see him having Brick Break, but it's definitely possible. Would he go for that though? No? Okay, and I think Reflect boosts your defenses by 50%, right? Yeah, that's definitely 50%. So now, Moonblast should just kill. Rotom. Okay, so this is interesting because he could go with a certain Rotom form. I don't know if Drayano would do that. We're about to find out. Ooh, it's Rotom Heat. Okay, I mean, Shadow Force is probably our best bet. Well, maybe Dragon Pulse, actually. I don't know what our physical and special attack is. I mean, I looked at it earlier, but like I forgot if we were more physical or special. Damn. Doesn't fucking matter, that's what. I mean, we are holding the Greasy's Orb. Okay, so it really isn't much different, but Shadow Force is stronger. That much I do know. Okay, with Luxray, do I think we go with Holly. Obviously, Intimidate is going to be there. We know this. Go for the fake out to get the flinch. A jump kick should kill. And that kill. What? I mean, don't get me wrong. I was dead regardless. But why did I take like 60% recoil? Oh man, that's a list of mons that I have to. I can make a death montage. Add them to the death montage. So fucking annoying, dude. I hadn't missed a single high jump kick either. And the one that matters is the one I miss. Yeah, revenge kill, literally. Get that critical hit. Another Rotom. So what we saw eats 3 Rotom forms. And they're all gonna have Shadow Ball. No. This one has Thunder Wave. Which we go get the kill. Raichu. So he just had 2 Rotom forms. Alright, Raichu, we will. I think I just Shadow Force again. I know Raichu actually has better special defense than physical. It's a crit. I'm at least happy that Giratina came through. We got a new level check mark of 62. Got Wild Charge as a TM. Okay. I mean, I got to think about what to add to the team now. Definitely think a fighting type is always a good idea because fighting is just one of the best offensive typings in the game. All right, what do I have? Pretty good team of 4. Like I said, we get the level check mark of 62. What's my nature on this guy? Adamant? That's obviously not ideal. What is the difference in attack and special attack for Porygon 2? Or Porygon Z, rather? $80 versus 135, yeah. I would just be better off running this as the special attacker. This guy's got guts. Do I have any other fighting types? I think it's just the Machop. I mean, I'm not opposed to using a Machamp. I mean, it's guts, so I have to run probably different attacks, but I mean, no, Poliwrath, we already have a water type. No reason to do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Machamp. So, for the Wi-Fi battle, I typically see what's meaning the party, which would be these mons. This is going to go into a Porygon Z, of course. We'll go to the Wi-Fi battle. I don't know if Machamp is in Scarlet and Violet. Just have my Pokédex app open. Check. No, he is not. So it will just be these 4 that we bring to a battle. Off screen, I'll make sure that they get all rare candied up to 62 and everything. I will probably go through all my illegal moves, tutoring moves, you name it, to give myself the best possible move sets. I might even do that after we finish stream, just so that way when we come back, we're ready to go straight towards the Elite Four. And the thing is, too, about the Wi-Fi battles, the Wi-Fi battle challenge, I should say, is that if we win, we get 2 rewards. And that can be if it's a forfeit, if it's whatever. But if we win, we get 2 rewards. If we lose, we still get 1 because we did the Wi-Fi. So right now, I already saved. Everything on the layout's going to be here. Activate. Um, capture card. Capture card is oh, you know what? Because I plugged it in. Now it's behind Desmame. There we go. Now, this is the thing we were talking about earlier with the Wi-Fi battle. We talked about it a little bit on a couple weeks ago now. But this is a team. So and we had bring in Vaporeon. Yeah, that moves it. Vaporeon. Porygon Z. Crazy that he has pretty much the exact move. Is in our actual series. Give this guy the Life Orb. Orion doesn't have item. I don't, or maybe you can't have duplicate items, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, let's just be. Damn, you're a little bit ass. I'm going in. You guys realize that. Go in and win. Ormond. And if someone decides to be like, oh, I'm just going to forfeit, wasting my time. Guess what? I win. I win not only the battle, but I also win. Forget about it. Different. So we're just going to battle some random person. Probably going to battle someone who's a legendary spammer. Probably. That cried on. Oh, same items are allowed. Nope. Oh, let's make it random. Surprise me. Oh yeah, there it is. Legendary spammer. Look at all those legends. And Mimikyu. Mimikyu is definitely there as well. Who do we see being the lead? Rhydon? Definitely could see it being either one of those two. Music we get. And I think it's Kieran. Kieran's music. Listen, speed. Go ahead, overthink your... And do like no damage to him. Never mind. All right. So obviously he's gonna be faster than me. The Terra type is... Oh. Did he have a normal type at all? I don't think he did. On God? I mean, obviously it has Shadow Ball. Oh. And he'll obviously switch. I don't see him staying in. Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't see him staying in. Reliable partner. MQ. Dragonite. Rocky helmet. Did a lot of ding. Yeah, fuck you. We're not getting 6-0 today, buddy. And he lost a booster energy with the Flutter Mane. It's probably still faster. Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably still faster. All right, so the hope is here that we can not only get a Leech Seed off, but we can get a light screen set up. Okay, so we kill Flutter Mane. I mean, Koraidon, Kyogre, they just come in for free. Like, Koraidon is more free because he's got like 135 attack, 135 speed. So there he is. Orichalcum Pulse. Doesn't matter. Really, can just click whatever he wants. Collision Course. Yeah, that's a GG's and a handshake. $80 versus 90 super effective. That's 180. But stab is 120. I don't know what adaptability makes this. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's gonna outspeed and he's just gonna blow up on me. You know, it is what it is. I'm not salty about it because we still get a reward out of it. So it's worth it. It's 100% worth it. But yeah. Hell no. Close out of that. Put that in. Or, well, actually, no, we don't have to unplug the capture card. Not yet, anyway. I can do that later on. So now we go into our reward wheel. Hopefully we get something nice and spiffy worth my time. Oh, this is massive. Hold on, my controller's still plugged in, right? Yes, it is. Come on, don't crash on me now. It's saying it. Yep, it crashed. Damn it, dude. Because I was going to be like, oh, wow, this is going to be good for us because getting the freedom of choice here, we can get something that can really help. The thing is, if I think about it, what have we lost so far? We lost the Lopunny, Probopass, Powdon, all three of the Sinnoh starters, Crobat, Clefable, Manaphy. Given my team that I have right now is going to be Vaporeon, Meganium, Manectric, Giratina, Porygon Z, and Machamp. Is there something there that is worth having a jailbreak? Period. I think is worth it. Because now that I think about it, I could potentially save myself the hassle of going with Machamp right now. Then I can give myself a fire type again with Infernape. They'll give me the fighting type that I need. And then I can also go with custom, or custom, well, I guess custom, illegal moves. It can help me divide up my illegal moves a little bit easier. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to take the jailbreak, we're going to use it and bring back the Infernape. So that's what's going to happen. Like I said, I'm going to do all that stuff off screen, leveling them up and everything, getting them caught up, doing all the illegal move stuff. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's stream, make sure you show your support by clicking the like button. Really appreciated. Realistically, we should be back with this Monday. Monday after I get out of school, of course. So should be back with this on Monday. That make sure you subscribe down below. Really appreciate it. Guys, again, We'll see you guys